The depths of chaos. This loadout's worth a shot. Feels different somehow.
You lack power and accumulated.
The night is young and I found you already. You don't suppose some of my sister's tracking skill is starting to rub off on me, do you?
From the sky. Well, serves her right. Though we could never make her stay away for good. To think she's one of Nyx's many pups. Squeeze out a big litter like that, you're liable to get a runt.
A boon for another. All right.
Ask any god upon Olympus whether we think you ought to join in our defense here, or take the fight to Kronos in your father's realm, and you'll get a range of views. A range of highly civil views, which we don't fight about at all.
A gift. Let us together shine this night, O moon.
I saw that you encountered Heracles. Beware that man, who has made many enemies in service to the gods. He even wronged me once, and still walks brazenly as ever in my light. Please make your choice.
Together we shine.
My light is yours.
I'm taking this back. Now to the matter at hand. Mine now. Aid from two relatives at once.
I'm very much obliged.
Not really mad at you, dearie. But I don't have the energy right now to go against the daft traditions that we have.
Wait, what? She's angry with me now. I can't. This is my father's realm.
Play with fire and you get yourself burnt. It's just as simple as that, unless I say otherwise.
How about... leave me alone, trying to make a trade. Oh, you little... Bye.
I did encounter her, my lord, and I thank the fates Selene's light is visible in Erebus, for I know she cannot shine much farther past the edge of this realm. And you as well.
Have you yet come to know Golden Apollo, niece? He's so well known and loved among the mortals that he had no choice but to involve himself in our most recent family affair, bending to mortal pressure like a bow. Ha!
Come now, Uncle. I don't yield to pressure quite so easily. I just knew this situation would be more than you could handle on your own. We're not just family, we're a team, aren't we?
A wave of power.
Sure enough. I sense the changes in the night, in you. Your strength has waned significantly. Chaos wishes to see the outcome of this particular arrangement, then?
Another trial, Headmistress. My magic may be weakened, but you taught me never to depend on it entirely.
And whether you took such lessons to heart, we shall imminently see. As Selene be our witness above, so shall chaos below. Cross flames! Good. Well fought again, Melinoe. Proceed, and moonlight guide you.
Some stardust. Return to Shadow now.
And there she is. Shouldn't you be halfway down to Tartarus by now?
Princess, thank the Fates you're well. Nemesis and I, we were just catching up. She's told me a lot about you.
Oh, great. I can imagine. Though, you never told me about your brother, Nemesis.
Got a lot of brothers. What's to tell? Never a good sign when he shows up.
I'm afraid she's right.
Come here. You really want to know the way things used to be, Trouble? Think about everything that gets you to come out of your tent night after night. Gets you fired up. What comes to mind?
Sure. Those I care about are counting on me. And I wish to learn. To grow strong in body, mind, and spirit.
Inspiring. Now imagine having everything you want. So you're left wanting nothing at all.
No, I can't imagine that. So everyone besides you was self-indulgent and unmotivated. But now the roles are reversed, I suppose.
You don't get it. Fine.
Hail, Strife.
Yes, ma'am.
'Twas quite a fight. Vengeance for your family awaits you far below. I'm certain they would be proud of what you have become. Bear them in your heart when you strike.
Headmistress, I'll bear them in my heart, but I have no memory of them. How could I? You're the one who's always been there for me.
Oh, don't say such things. I am not your mother, Melinoe. So much she could have taught you. I cannot. Never compare us.
Okay.
Goddess.
How did you manage it, Odysseus? Back when you had the outcome of a full-scale war riding on you, then a treacherous sea journey, all with only one life to live. Or so then you thought.
For certain, the one life to live bit instilled in me the will to survive. Most mortals cling to life, but I was better than most at rejecting my doubts. And when my plans all fell apart, I improvised.
Your plans fell apart. How did you avoid becoming distraught? Keep all your doubts at bay in the face of failure?
It's that I always relished finding a way out, no matter what I'd gotten myself into. Treating my predicaments as mazes to be navigated, puzzles to be solved.
But at times there are impasses, outcomes that simply cannot be achieved.
Nay, Goddess. Not if you ask me.
So often has my sleep been racked with nightmares. Memories, perhaps, of when Headmistress took me in. If your dreams are troubled too, O sleep, you show no sign of it at least.
You tried?
Did he just Have I tried what?
And that concludes our lesson for today. At ease. I sense a great weight bearing down on you, young one. Not quite as bad as what old Atlas got, but still.
What do you advise as my next move, Commander? To pursue our enemy in the underworld? Or come to the aid of Olympus?
Well, not to be all greedy here, but I say go wherever you can get the stuff you need the most right now. We got some stuff down here they don't got up there, and so on, right?
I suppose. Go on, Tula. That's a bite. I'm over. This old place. Some sort of seed.
The beatings of the Fates are said to bind both mortals and immortals alike. The course and outcome of all lives all preordained. Thus the sense of choice is merely an illusion. Do you believe this, Spawn of Hades? Respond.
I think the Fates determine much about our lives. When and where we are born, for instance, and to whom. But I don't think they set every detail. And I know they're not weaving it all right now, because Kronos has them.
I see. For the most part, I concur with your assessment. I am the reason Kronos has them now. He asked me where to find them, and I decided to tell him. To verify such choices could be made without their influence. Now do you understand my quandary? Respond.
Oh no. Almighty Chaos, you were deceived. Kronos wished to find the Fates for his own gain. They were one of the only forces in this world powerful enough to stop him.
Yet they are not so powerful as they appeared. Nevertheless, I think you are correct. Kronos indicated his intentions were benign. I am unfamiliar with deceit and was misled. I remain quite displeased about this still.
Rest now, all of you.
Some mortals are such fools to be enticed by the promise of a new golden age. When Kronos ruled, it was a time of peace, they claim. No war or strife, and no advancement or society either. The path of progress isn't paved.
You seem distant, Arachne. Is everything all right? Is this about my aiding the Olympians?
Wait, what do you mean you're aiding the Olympians? I thought you said it was the other way around. They're helping you.
Same difference, isn't it? A mutual exchange. Like a friendship. There must be reciprocity. But I know this puts you in a terrible position, and I would never take your support for granted.
Well, you may know all about the gods, more than I, but it seems you have a thing or two to learn still when it comes to friendship. Even a little old spider knows that. Now have a dress.
Got you.
We've been holding our own up here against that Kronos and his forces, but there's something going on. Oh, I can feel it. Whatever the Titan thinks he has in store, however, I suspect that it can burn.
Whom to upset this time?
Well, isn't that sweet?
Whew, that's hot.
I am Lord and Commander of our efforts here, and the chain of command must be obeyed.
Lord Uncle, I meant no offense. I need to calm him down. all just take a breath.
Oh, enough of this. We must maintain decorum, even in such times as these.
No getting used to that.
Peace and quiet.
Hail, sister.
You probably know Ares has been buzzing around Olympus recently. One good lightning bolt from Father Zeus would normally take care of that, but he's been occupied.
One good lightning bolt, how about one good arrow? We'd be saved a lot of trouble if Eris were to be plucked from the sky one of these nights.
I'd gladly volunteer, it's just that Father has everything well under control. Says I'm needed way out here instead. But if I do spot the wings of strife, they're going down. There. Got to go.
See you. I draw you down, O Moon. Lend me your light.
The fire goddess Hestia always proved difficult to track, and yet she willingly revealed herself to you. Either your reputation grows, or does the desperation of the gods. Now.
I scarce believe my eyes. Seen that little cat about these woods? You have persuaded her to follow you.
Tula did take some convincing, Headmistress, but she seems to appreciate my company, at least most of the time.
Moody creatures, cats. Born huntresses, but uncontrollable. I almost fear to see just what this little one can do. With hounds, at least I know exactly where I stand. Grasp flames awaken! Well done. Night bloom. How did that miss? Back off, cat.
The room's empty.
Satisfactory. May you show even greater wrath against the enemies awaiting you below. Return to Shadow now.
Outlasted her. Kronos.
Greetings. The goddess of the hearth has blessed you now. There is no flame which time cannot extinguish soon enough.
Hey man, tell me something. Can you keep a secret? Because I can't. I love you. Yeah, you got that right. Suitors. Hey, tell me something. Is Echo really not okay? I thought about the things you said. How she was all alone down in the fields. How could I hurt someone without even trying, you know?
Narcissus, don't take this the wrong way, but I'm impressed you've given any thought to someone else. As for Echo, she seems to be getting by. Is there something you'd like to say to her should I cross paths with her again?
Sure, go ahead and tell her that I hope she finds someone who loves her like I love me. But don't tell her I said it. She'd just get the wrong idea and her heart would break. Again. Now leave, okay?
For the cauldron. Ah. You took me for simple prey.
Where'd you get off to, Witchy? The underworld's got her from the looks of it, all cold and wet. Piss poor working conditions, that much is clear.
That Bowman's good at taking messages, isn't he? Almost like taking corpses down into the underworld like he used to. Nothing to do for those these days. Except to burn.
certain underworld boatman running about. You tell him I said hey? We've not collaborated much as before, what with everything of late. I miss those times.
May I help you? Expecting someone else. Taking a moment to get my bearings. Was nice and quiet here till you showed up.
You haven't seen a gentle-looking nymph nearby, have you? She's often here on this bridge.
Might be I scared her off. Got more important things to do than chasing nymphs. Anyway, go on. The spirits in this place won't like us making nice. You're welcome.
Into the purse. Some seeds. Almighty Chaos, I wish to exercise my freedom here by giving you this. Though I suppose you probably could have made it yourself.
This nectar that you offered me is quite an interesting substance. When I created the fabric of reality, I had a sense of the ways in which it could be used, but I did not necessarily anticipate all possible results, including this one.
Hail, Almighty Chaos. That massive satyr's back. Traitorous wretch. Hear me, on my authority. Yes.
Three-headed Cerberus eyes every surface of the chamber, all at once.
It hurts my heart to see you like this, Father. But it brings me peace and strength. Helps that this chamber isn't crawling with satyrs.
Oh, they have sense enough to keep their distance from me. Or perhaps Cerberus. Well, if seeing me in this pitiable state should spur you to your fullest wrath, then so be it.
That's not quite it. I don't feel loathing or hatred. Elsewhere in Tartarus, perhaps, but not here. Not anymore. I just hope my presence doesn't cause you further pain.
No. The only pain is that your mother and I, your brother, this dog, that we were not... We could not be there to see you grow. Each time I see you now, it fills an absence that was there.
Kronos so loves his gold. No traitor to the house shall go unpunished.
Hello again, my girl.
You know, I'm almost impressed. Not only have you ransacked my father's domain and made war on Olympus, you had the audacity to deceive primordial chaos. That takes a spine.
Why, thank you, my girl. I must admit, I thought that chaos would be something of a bargainer, for I was willing to exchange their daughter Nyx for the 3 fates. But now I have them all.
You played the chthonic gods for a pack of fools. These eldest, most powerful forces in existence. Such choices may come back to haunt you.
Yes, you have come back to haunt me here repeatedly. You, the best that the gods of the underworld and Olympus have to offer. Bah.
Rival's empty.
Shall that be all? My forces are as numerous as grains of sand.
No shells.
What's this?
Need shells.
Do you cut it out?
Out of shells.
What is this?
No shells.
Agents of the Golden Age, come forth.
Rival's empty.
Now this.
No shells.
Perhaps a change of scenery is best.
A moment, if you please.
The wall's empty.
Alas, I have strength in numbers, lest you forget.
No shells.
Time out.
Need shells. The wall's empty.
Poor girl. I curse the day your father silenced you. You shall not succeed.
Fall, I said. He's gone for now.
From shadow sprang the peerless witch Melinoe, and back to shadow she returns for now. We shall resume her tale at another time.
Return to shadow now. Mother, you have her hair at least. She seems so different from Headmistress, doesn't she? Let's have a look around.
His own brother? Ugh, no way, that is twisted. Your sisters are sick.
Well, they have many mortal lives to untangle, so to speak. The work can grow repetitive, lose its spark. So they liven things up from time to time.
Oh, totally. I would completely do the same if I were them. I wonder what they did to me. Could you, like, look me up or something?
I fear I'm not at liberty to do such things.
Oh, come on.
There.
The tactician brings ill tidings with an optimistic bent. Fine. And what news from the men of the Isles, if any yet survive?
According to my confidants, they've all sworn in with Kronos, I'm afraid. Mortals, they often want whatever they don't have. Another golden age in this case. The promise of one.
'Tis a lie that spares their betrayal rather than a promise. They shall perish then by the wrath of the gods.
And then their wretched souls shall hound us with renewed vengefulness. I've witnessed endless wars before, madam. So have you gods. How can we stop this?
We cannot. Melinoe, however. Certainly you can, correct?
I can and shall. A Oh, cauldron. Take all the time you need. You'll flourish here.
Them sinuses. How goes it with the never-ending torment stuff, now that you got that oat thing over there? Those nocturnal arms of yours, they must be having a great time.
The arms of night. They're reacting to the oath, I think. Growing stronger as the testaments are carried out. Drinking the very nightmares born of mortal's fear of the dark.
Now that is what I like to hear.
Have you experienced our hot springs yet, Lord Moros? The waters cleanse the body and the mind. I'm headed over if you'd care to join me.
Why, I don't see why not. I've seen and heard about such springs as these, though never been. Oof. To think that such a place is hidden here.
So, what did you and the Fates do for recreation where you're from anyhow?
Have I mentioned they like to weave? Their weaving was their occupation and their passion. I never got too good at it myself, and all they needed was the three of them, so...
I know an excellent spinstress who could maybe help with your technique. What did you do while they were busy spinning away?
Well, I would travel the world to witness mortals in their final moments. Look them square in the face as they perished, often in horror.
You do this for recreation's sake?
The nature of the role leaves little time for recreation, and it's all I could do to make those final moments dignified. Though I don't think the gesture always comes across.
I'm sorry.
I've not felt so refreshed in, well, it's been a while now. Thank you again.
Right. Grow strong.